again, and welcome to another edition of Southern Country. Hi, I'm Herb Southern, and welcome to the show. We're in Allentown, Pennsylvania today at the Conestoga Company, makers of Big Bang cannons. And Elizabeth, welcome to the show.
Hey Herb, thanks for having me again.
It's a pleasure. And Dave, you're president of the company. What's the big deal with Big Bang cannons? What's going on inside?
Well, we manufacture 19 models of Big Bang cannons. They're a safe substitute for fireworks on July 4th.
That's a good thought.
And they're all used for all special occasions. The company goes back to about 1912.
Wow.
Invented by a Lehigh University professor.
Have there any changes in the cannon since 1912?
There's been a couple modifications. About 1935, the current line was made. So the current line goes back to 1935.
Okay.
And then before that, there was about 10 models, which we recently reintroduced out of brass.
They still bang?
Yeah, still make it bang. For your buck.
Big noise for boys, right?
That's right.
Well, Dave, we're inside the building here at Big Bang Cannons. What is the most popular cannon you sell today?
It's the 15FC Major Field Cannon.
Explain that 15FC Major Field.
Well, it dates back to 1935. We still use the original patterns and dies to make it. And that's the cannon that we run in our magazine ads.
What's so unusual about it?
Well, it's the loudest of the cannons, loudest of the cast iron cannons. And it's automatic loading, which means we have a charger mechanism at the top of the cannon. Yes, you can do rapid fire with it.
How many rapid fires can you do with it?
There's about 70 shots in a charger, so you can probably fill it up and fire it 70 times.
Wow. And now there's nothing actually projects out of these. They just make noise. They just bang.
Noise, smoke, and a flash of light.
A flash of light.
But it doesn't really fire any projections.
Uh-huh. And that's the way it's been from the early days.
Right. It's safe alternative to fireworks. That's the way it's always been designed.
That's your design. That's what your motto is.
Yeah, the original inventor did it that way, yes.
Very good. And how much does that cannon weigh?
7 pounds, approximately 7 pounds, yeah.
And it hasn't changed since 1935?
Right. We still have the original patterns we used to make them, so.
You still have to use the same blow powder?
Same banks, yeah, the bank site, yeah.
Call it?
Yeah, bank site, yeah, it's calcium carbide. It's a grade calcium carbide mixture. It looks like a coarse sand, and we use that. It's the same stuff we've been using for years.
Interesting. All right.
Dave, we're standing here next to your Army line of the cannons. What's the difference between the Army line versus your field line of cannons?
Basically just the color and the wheels. We use rubber wheels with the green olive drab, and the field cannons are cast iron wheels with black paint. So it's a different look.
Now, as we were talking earlier, you mentioned that a lot of the people in the area have the smallest version, that they were available in the stores?
Right. Our small 60 mm, the green cannon on 2 rubber wheels, was sold in a lot of the local stores over the years in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. So a lot of guys had them as kids.
Yeah,
they mentioned that to me.
Yeah. Now they can buy new ones for their kids.
Right, they can upgrade, sure.
Okay, great.
Well, Dave, we're in the machining and assembly room here at Big Bang Cannons. Tell us what process takes place here.
Well, we get the castings from our foundry and we perform some work on them. We do some reaming operations, boring, drilling some holes in them. And we also attach our breech caps to them in here, which is an air compression operation.
All the parts are shipped in here.
Right.
And you assemble them right here.
Right. Once we machine them, we attach our drive beams and the different pieces to the cannons. And then we paint them here also.
Wow.
Next door, and then we put them together here and assemble them.
How many can you assemble in an hour, say?
About 72 an hour. We timed it, yeah. You can do one in about 6 minutes with 2 guys. I timed all that out. So.
2 guys can assemble one of those big 15 FPs?
Yeah.
Wow.
About 6 minutes, yeah.
Wow. After everything is done.
Right.
Right, all the pieces are laid out on the table.
That's put them together in a box, yeah.
Isn't that nice?
They can do maybe 100 a day.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. And this is worldwide. You ship them worldwide.
Right.
Wow.
Shipped to all 50 states.
Wow.
We have shipped to all 50 states, and we've got it ordered. We just shipped one out to Denmark the other day.
Isn't that nice?
People order all over the country, all over the world.
Good. All right.
Okay, Dave, you told us about the field stream cannons, the Army cannons, and now we've got a bunch of brass cannons. Can you tell me about those and specifically about your brass airplanes?
Well, they're brass replicas of the cast iron models we made back in the 1920s, and actually from 1912 to 1929. So the plane here is what it came out in 1929 out of cast iron, and recently we took the original patterns and made it out of brass with aluminum wings. So the original had sheet metal wings and propellers, but now we have aluminum on it, and it actually fires like the original does too. Supposedly the propeller will spin when you fire it, although it doesn't quite do it that well, but it was designed that way, that a propeller is supposed to spin when you fire it. It was invented after the Spirit of St. Louis with Charles Lindbergh, so that's where they got the idea. So in 1929 they came out with it.
That is so neat. So they fire just like the cannons.
Right.
Now, it's my understanding you have An original on the back?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, we're going to have to take a look at that.
Okay, sure. Good idea.
All right, and then I see some that are in there with glass. Are those cannons as well?
That glass cannon we use as a safety demonstrator to show the safeness of the product. That when you fire the cannon, it won't, the glass won't break, and you can see the reaction inside of it. Some
Okay.
people have concerns about the safety issue, so we use that as a safety demonstrator.
All right, and again, there's nothing that actually projectiles out.
No projectile, and there's no recoil or kick, so it won't back into you or anything like that, like a shotgun or a regular cannon would.
Well, it sounds like a great thing for a kid to play around with.
Yes, it is. They enjoy it.
All right.
Well, we talked about the cannons and everything. Let's talk about Banksite now.
Right. Banksite actually is calcium carbide. It comes in a powdered form. It's granular. It's almost like sand. It's very fine. So that's what's used in our cannons for years from the original. That's always been used.
Nothing has been changed. Now, from the original 1912, has the Banksite changed in processing or product or anything like
Well,
that?
actually, we had a trademark on Banksite in 1917. The trademark goes back to then. We still renew that every 40 years.
So nobody can use the name Banksite.
Right, right. But yeah, it's packaged differently. It used to come in like a pack.
Okay.
And now we have this current tubular form.
Okay.
Before that, it came in like a pack, like almost like a packaging envelope.
Yeah,
type of
right.
thing.
A tobacco package.
Right,
almost
right,
similar
exactly.
to that.
Yeah.
And before that, how was it? Do you know anything how it packaged before that?
Well, they had it in that was during World War II. They went with that.
Okay.
Before that, they had it in like a yellow tube.
Okay.
Yellowish and green
Sure.
tube.
And
It was almost like this current, but it was a little bit bigger.
okay.
Different material.
All right. It sounds interesting, but the composition never changed.
No, it's always been the same.
Since
Calcium carbide. Yeah, the same mixture and
And
everything.
it's safe.
Yes.
Definitely safe.
Yeah, you can't concuss it. Like you can't cause it to explode by hitting it with a hammer. It's
There
not
you
like
go.
gunpowder. It's not reactive like that.
Okay.
Dave, I am so amazed at the following that Big Bang Cannons has. You've been advertised in many different journals and newspaper articles, and from what I understand, your website gets quite a bit of attention.
Yeah, we get about 3 million hits a year on our website.
That's incredible.
Yeah, for every country. We get viewer sessions from almost every continent. And we do have a video demo which shows how the cannons fire. So we explain it and show the cannon actually firing on our website.
Now, is there audio too? Can I hear
Yeah,
how loud
yes,
it
you can
is?
hear it. It doesn't actually replicate it, but we do have it sound in there. Yeah, sure, the sound's piped in and you can hear it.
All right, and what is your web address?
BigBangCannons.com.
Okay, well that sounds easy enough to find.
Sure.
Dave, I want to thank you for being a great guide here through Conestoga Company, Big Bang Cannons in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And we're wrapping up this edition of Southern Country.
Hey, thank you.
Had a great time here.
Thanks a lot.